And it's interesting. This is a very good question to bring up. When we think about eating, God basically, this book here is called the Bible. Now, what does the Bible stand for?
Basic instruction before leaving Earth.
Basic instruction before leaving Earth. This is our guidebook. This is our manuals of how to be saved, how to relate to God, and also it tells us how to live. And in here, God commanded to Israel, his people. We are all part of Israel when we become children of God. He commanded to Israel on what they should eat and what they should not eat. You know, from the very beginning, Adam and Eve had a diet. Okay, they had a diet. They didn't go around eating everything. God created the fruit of the garden for them to eat. He just said, don't eat one fruit of the garden.
Right.
You know,
that particular fruit.
Yeah, that particular fruit.
Not the apple.
Yeah, it wasn't an apple.
It wasn't an apple.
Yeah, we'd be in trouble if it was an apple because we eat apples all the time. But, you know, there was a particular tree in the garden that Adam and Eve weren't supposed to eat. But they could eat of all of the fruit of the garden. Yeah. But then they sinned. You know, they sinned. And so he told them that they could also eat of the herbs of the field. And so basically when you read Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2, you understand that the original diet was fruits, nuts, and grains. Fruits, nuts, and grains. Vegetables. That was all part of that diet. Well, the original was fruits, nuts, and grains, and then after sin, vegetables was included to that. And a lot of people ask, you know, why, you know, vegetables after the fact? Possibly, because after they went out of the garden, some of the enzymes and the things, vitamins that they need from the other fruits that were in the garden, they weren't found outside of the garden because they were seen out of the garden. So God included the vegetables.
So that could be the same thing as where after the earth was flooded, there was no vegetation found, so they had to eat something. So therefore, God allowed them to eat meat.
That's right. Yeah, that's found in Genesis chapter 6, I believe, where he's telling them that they that they would have to eat after the flood. Yeah, was that 6 or no? It's not 6. It is it's right after the flood, so it must be chapter 9. Yeah, it's Genesis chapter 9. Genesis chapter 9 and verse 3, I have it highlighted right here. Chapter 9 and verse 3 says, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb I have given you all things. Now, we have to understand from this text.
Yeah, because
every meat, you know, any meat.
So I could eat the pig, I could eat snake. I can eat frog.
Frog, yeah.
No problem, right?
Right. I mean, you know, that's what the text seems to say.
That's what it seems to say.
That's what it seems to say.
But it said every.
That's not what it said.
Every movement.
But
move.
But also it says, even as the green herb have I given you all things. Now, the question is, all the green herbs, all the vegetables, all the vegetation that's out there in the world, can you eat any vegetation out there?
I wouldn't eat a tree.
Well, I wouldn't eat poison ivy.
I would poison ivy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh,
you can't eat poison ivy.
Amen.
Yes, that's true.
Poison sumac and all them other poisonous things.
Stuff, right.
There are some vegetation that are poisonous that you cannot eat.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Right.
God gave me a better mind than that.
That's right. There's certain vegetables and certain fruits and things that will make you sick if you eat them.
That's right.
You're not supposed to eat those things. So God is saying not that you can just eat anything, but you can eat particular vegetables and particular meat.